new every morning. Avoid division. July 29. But you are not to be like that. Instead, the greatest among you should be like the youngest, and the one who rules like the one who serves. Luke 22, verse 26. George Washington, the first President of the United States, had earlier served as a Commander-in-Chief of the American Army. Once, as an ordinary man riding on horseback through a town, he came across a group of soldiers struggling with a heavy task. They were attempting to move large crates under the supervision of an officer. The soldiers looked extremely exhausted, and despite their efforts, 6 of them could not lift a particularly heavy crate. The officer, without lifting a finger, kept telling at them to try harder. Seeing this, Washington, who was not in military uniform at the time, suggested that if the officer joined in, the task would be easier. The officer responded, "I am their commander. My job is to give orders, not to help them. If I stoop to their level, I will lose my respect and honor." Without saying a word, Washington dismounted from his horse, joined the soldiers, and acted as the 7th man to help lift the crate. Since he was dressed plainly, the officer did not recognize him as the commander-in-chief. After the job was done, Washington joined the soldiers for a simple meal. They expressed heartfelt gratitude and joy at his humility. Meanwhile, the officer ate alone in his quarters. Washington later approached him and said, "When your soldiers are under pressure, will you not help them? If needed, come to me. I will assist them myself." Realizing his grave error, the officer stood up, trembling, and apologized. Washington simply said, "Let this not happen again," and left. Because of such noble character, God elevated him to become the first president of the nation. Such humility should be seen in the life of every Christian. At one point, the disciples of Jesus were engaged in an argument about who among them was the greatest. Jesus responded, "I am among you as one who serves." He emphasized that greatest must become like the least, and the leader like one who serves. As an example, during the Last Supper, Jesus stooped to wash the feet of his disciples, a task typically done by the lowliest of servants. Though he was the Creator, he demonstrated love through humility. By doing so, he showed that love can overcome all division. Prayer. Lord, grant us the grace to humble ourselves just as Christ humbled himself unto death on the cross. Amen.